Hi, I'm Essie.
And I'm Elle.
Welcome back to Magic and Mayhem. Okay, hello. So we are doing our April ranking. And if you don't have a drink or a snack, go get one. We're going to be here for a long time. Because in April we did our 30 books in 30 days, and we were both successful. Yay! Tiny applause. So we have quite a few books to talk about.
And be sure to look up Jade
JD Ray Reads.
and Caitlin Fully Booked because they did an amazing job with the event with both hosting it and creating the graphics.
Yes, it was so much fun.
And if we think of anyone else we need to mention, we'll put them down below.
Yeah, we'll tag them in the description below. So,
all right, for my first 30 and 30 book was The Invisible Library. This one was pretty enjoyable. I actually thought it was a standalone. It is not.
oh, okay.
It is not at all a standalone. It's got like 7 books, which I was not necessarily prepared for, but I did enjoy it. So I will put it here. It's about, obviously, libraries and books and rare books and all that. It's very fun if you're into libraries and kind of mysteries. But, so that was my first one. Then, Small Spaces. That one was a pretty, this one was fun. It was creepy. It's got quite a lot of, technically a kid's book.
Yeah, it's a middle
So
grade.
it's not like super intense horror, but it is pretty creepy. I guess if you have a fear of scarecrows, don't read it.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a good little horror-esque story. I enjoyed it.
Yay. Oh no.
Yes.
Third book, you can't give spoilers.
Spoiler free.
This is a spoiler-free review.
I did not DNF it. However, I enjoyed the series very much until this one. Just for reference, it got a 2.5 from me, which is extremely
Too
low.
Yeah.
Especially since Atlas 6 got a 5.
Yeah.
So take from that what you will, I suppose. This one I nearly DNF'd. Just in the beginning, it was kind of overall depressing.
Okay.
But then we got farther into it. I decided to stick with it, and it was entertaining. Weird, however. It's a weird little mystery. Yeah, I don't know. But I liked it. Then,
Silver Darkness?
yes, this one, it's kind of hard to rank, A Sliver of Darkness, because it's multiple short stories, and some of them I would give 1 star, others I would give higher, but I think, we're going to go with It Was Okay, just because some of them I truly hated, others of them I really liked, but overall, it was a mix.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to feel about it. Oversea Under Stone, it's cute. I almost DNF'd this one as well.
Really?
Because in the very beginning, there is some racial stuff.
Oh.
That it was not kind of Peter Pan-esque, but not that bad. Very few things can probably top Peter Pan, but
True.
But I almost DNF'd it, but I kept with it just for a little bit, and it never happened again.
Oh, okay.
But it was like the kids basically were talking like they've heard. It was very clear they had. I think it was intended to be clear they had no idea what any of this meant. They were just parroting
What they'd heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was kind of interesting in a way because they very clearly in the book had no idea. They were, and so I stuck with it. It's a King Arthur kind of story. Mm-hmm. But I very nearly DNF'd almost immediately. But I did stick with it, and it was a cute little middle grade story. For that part, though, I think I'll just put it there.
Okay.
Just because that really drove down my enjoyment quite a bit.
Yeah.
Even though I stuck with this one is a, let's just say it's a roller coaster ride.
A Tale Dark and Grim?
A Tale Dark and Grim. Okay. Yes. It's weird.
Okay.
It's very strange. I don't know what I can tell you about this. Truly, it just follows the siblings throughout kind of Grimm's fairy tales, but not. But okay. It's weird. But it was fun.
I like the cover.
And yeah, the cover's cute. So this one, yeah, I don't even know that I could recommend it for, I think it's supposed to be a middle grade, but I'm not so sure I could recommend it for younger kids, just because there's a lot of weird violence in it. I can't, but I did enjoy it.
Okay.
But yeah, be forewarned.
Yeah.
Just in general, be forewarned. This Murder by the Book.
You mentioned this one.
Yeah, you remember that. This should have been good. It had all the elements of being good, except for the plot. The entire and everything about it had potential, and then it was ruined. Because, yeah, plot didn't matter, apparently. Intelligence didn't matter.
Intelligence has left the chat.
Reality did not matter in this book. So, yeah, it was not. It got a high 2 out of me.
Which is really not good.
It's not for me, especially.
Yeah.
I usually, if I don't like something very much, it's in the 3s.
Yeah.
If you see it go into the 2s,
it's not good.
I did not enjoy it even slightly, really. I guess it was like a junk food mystery that was really bad for you. That's my description. All right, so the Tuesday Night Survivors Club. Warning, just in case you don't know, this one does talk about cancer survivors and or people going through cancer. So just be aware of that. It was fun. And after reading Murder by the Book, it was worlds better. So it got far more enjoyment out of me just by having a plot.
Yay, plot.
So I liked this one. I think I probably will continue the series.
Okay.
Not completely sure, but I think I will.
You did lots of mysteries in a row.
I did. This was my mysteries era, I think. So this one we actually, everyone on this train is a suspect. We did...
As a solve-along.
As a solve-along. I don't think it's up yet. But
it does not. That is my fault. But in my defense, it's like 4 hours long right now.
Yeah. So obviously we had a time with it. I guess wait for the video. It was fun though. I think I liked it a little more than you did, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
But it was fun. It was definitely fun. So I liked it.
I promise the video when it comes out will not be 4 hours.
We were really shocked when we noticed that video was 4 hours long.
It took us all day, by the way.
It really did. And we couldn't figure out why it took us all day until we looked at the amount of record time.
Oh,
that makes sense then. Okay. So, Death of a Bookseller. Basically, all I need to tell you about this one was this was kind of a bait and switch. It was creepy, so you can give it that, but it's not even what the title says it is. So,
which is annoying.
It is annoying, and I waited the entire book for it to be anything like the title even, and I never really got that So that's why I did not necessarily enjoy this. It was okay. By the way, these are my feelings. If you loved any of these books, and I say I did not, I mean, have fun. Honestly, my opinion is not the law. This is how I feel. Yeah. This isn't law.
These are all our opinions.
These are my vibes and my feelings. A Mirror Mended. This one, I kind of struggle to remember because I was really tired when I read this. And so my memory I remember how it starts and how it ends. The middle is a blur.
That's how I feel about one of the books.
So I don't even know what to do with this one because I probably shouldn't have been reading it when I was reading it. I was tired and couldn't sleep and stuff.
I feel like if you really hated it though, or really loved it, you'd remember it.
And I did enjoy the first one, so I feel like I don't know. I probably
liked it. That's like middle
of
the road, yeah.
I probably liked it. I think. I think. I don't know. I'll have to read it again probably when I'm awake.
April was a rough month.
It was a rough month, man. Okay, so Win, Lose, Kill, Die.
Sorry, just like die.
That actually sums up my feelings on this fairly well. I didn't like this book as much as I expected to, mostly because it's one of those mysteries that kind of it's cheating the entire time. The author never fully committed to the ending either, which was kind of weird. So it's left with this weird-ish ending that never really committed to what on earth happened. So it wasn't really satisfying because you couldn't even really solve it because you were kind of,
Like it's unreliable narrator.
Yeah, very unreliable. So, I guess it was fine. It got better than a 2.
Barely.
So barely. It was a 3, but it was annoying, but fine. Alebrijes, it wasn't what I was expecting. I thought I was getting an entirely different book than I got, which was kind of trippy to me, trying to readjust what I thought I was getting while reading this. It was really cute. I mean, it wasn't cute. It's well, it's dystopian. It's pretty dark. People are dying all the time. So it's interesting that it's a middle grade. I don't know. I mean, it was good. It was a good read. I liked it. It got a 4. But yeah, I think it was just difficult for me to adjust while reading it from the whole perception versus actuality of what I was getting. Okay, this one was super short. An Accidental Murder. It was cute though. It was so short though, I don't know what even to say about it because everything I would say
spoiler.
Probably really spoiler because it's just 122 pages.
It is really short.
It's a very short mystery. It's a mystery supernatural kind of ghost-ish stuff happens. Yeah, that's all I can say because it's so short. But it's mystery supernatural. I liked it. It was cute. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I got for it, though. This one, A Lesson in Vengeance. It's very messed up.
Okay.
There's a girl who seems to always choose romantic interests that are crazy.
Oh.
And kind of abusive and
okay.
Yeah. So it was fine. I have nothing. It's kind of a like It's not romantic, we'll just say that. There are relationships in it, but I wouldn't call them romantic. We'll just say, yeah, that's all I got. Anyway, I got nothing. I rated it a 4. The Cinderella Murder. That one, it was a decent mystery, kind of predictable. I mean, maybe just because Mary Higgins Clark was one of the writers on it, so what do you expect?
In fairness, she's written like 40 books.
Yeah,
so
like a lot.
At this point, yeah.
But it was fun. It was good. It was fine. It was a typical mystery, typical Mary Higgins Clark. I got what I expected. All right. So, the guest list. I was unsure how I was going to feel through the book. It has some, like, the person, yeah. You get a lot of negative feelings. You kind of know who's going to die pretty quickly. You have a good hunch who's going to die, at least who might die right from the start, because, you get the ick feelings about said person, and you're correct, or at least I was correct. I can only, I guess, speak for myself, but yeah, I definitely knew who was going to die right away, and I didn't know quite all of the reasons, but you knew there was lots going on around this person, lots of reasons for all the characters to hate them, and I thought the ending was really interesting. I think I approved of the ending to an extent, how it ended. So I think I liked it. The Society for Soulless Girls. This one is like I picked it up because it was a Jekyll and Hyde, like, kind of remake, retelling, whatever you want to say. It does start out a bit slow, but it was still really interesting and had a good build up to the mystery. I identified with one more than the other of the main characters, but liked both. It is dual POV. It's kind of what happens when the world makes you angry constantly, and what if something happened that meant you couldn't control the rage scenario. And it had a strong feminine voice. It was really, I liked it definitely better. It had a similar feel to Lessons in Vengeance, but I liked this one better. So I think I'll put it in. Liked it. It was good. And the romance was definitely better. Yay. And there's sprinklings also of like Ace and Demi-Rep and such. Woo. Okay, so the Ivies. This one was good. I definitely enjoyed this one. I had a lot of fun reading it. It was an interesting mystery. It was kind of a how well do you know the people around you situation. And people are rarely what we think they are or how they portray themselves. No one's ever quite what they seem in public. The ending was particularly interesting. I liked the aftermath and or what comes after the mystery. I liked that, kind of the wrap up. It was, I felt in some cases a little too real as far as how the wrap up went. So it was good. I think, yeah. So, and here we go. So, next one is Hollow City. This one is Miss Peregrine's Peculiar Children series. This one's number 2. I very much love it. It was really good. And the next one is Library of Souls, Miss Peregrine's Peculiar Children. Also, love. And I love the Miss Peregrine's series. And Library of Souls is number 3. Then we have Ghost Roast, which is a graphic novel. This one's really cute. It's kind of a mix of plot and character. Really lovable characters, and obviously also diverse. There's supernatural characters, and it's just kind of a mixed bag of ghosts and people and everything else, and it's very, very cute. So I enjoyed it.
Glad I find you getting some good ones on your list.
Yeah.
Really long run of not great.
I still liked these. I still like them. Cinderella is Dead. I enjoyed it. It was very well done. It was fun. The plot twists were fairly easy to see coming, but still fun. The beginning does drag a bit again. I think I've said that about a few of them, and it's true. But once you get past it, it picks up. And it's also, I appreciated that it kind of subverted some of the typical tropes you see in all, pretty much like every YA. So I was pleased that it did kind of turn some of those around in a fun way. I liked it. It's not like a new favorite, but I did enjoy it. To Steal the Stars, I mainly enjoyed the way it ended.
Okay.
Everything up to that was whatever.
That's sad.
I thought it was gonna be real cool, and it was fine.
All right.
It sounded fun. There's aliens and stuff, and Ragna Crimson. This one is good, full of action and fighting, very violent. I'm very interested to see where this will go with Ragna and Crimson. I will say his motivation is weird because he's got a strange relationship with a 12-year-old. That's the main thing that didn't necessarily make me comfortable.
Yeah.
So it was just a bit weird.
You said it did call it weird though in there.
Yes. Other characters point out how incredibly weird the relationship between, I think he's supposed to be like 16 or something like that, and a 12-year-old is. So, I think I like it. I think.
Depends where it goes.
Yeah, it depends on where that issue falls. Okay. And yet again, we have a map of days, Miss Peregrine's Peculiar Children. This one, once again, love it. Fantastic. Applause. Loved it. I should say, it is a dark series. There's lots of death and monsters and stuff, but it is really good. I think it's fine to give to kids.
This is YA.
It's like YA. Probably don't go too young with it, just for all the violence and such and so on, but still really good. The Tread of Angels. I didn't hate this at all, but it was kind of difficult to read. You were just kind of watching several people totally ruin their lives and the lives around them, and then the consequences of their actions.
That sounds terrible.
So yeah,
for my personal taste,
it was a high 3 from me, but I didn't like it as much as I thought when I was reading the synopsis, but it was fine. I would almost put it in liked it, but not necessarily.
Not
my feelings don't go quite that high for it. Then we have The Conference of Birds. This one's probably my least favorite in the series. I would say I still liked it, but it was lesser loved than some of the. It's still high, still well thought of by me. It was a bit predictable, and the villain was kind of predictable and repetitious here, but still good. Still loved it. But after this is book 5, so it's kind of understandable that it was getting just a little bit. I spoilers since it's into the next month. I have read the last one, and I would rank the last one higher than Conference of Birds. But anyway, so The Witch's Hand. This one's a graphic novel. The art's cute. I gave it a pretty high rating. It gives you a kind of an old time feel, but like with current-ish relevant points. It's got a Hardy Boys feel, but with magic. Very charming and sweet, magical, mysterious, found family. The adoptive family dynamic is really heartwarming, and I really enjoyed the family element to it. The family is really sweet and would do anything for each other, and it was very cute. So I think it's gonna be. I definitely liked it. Lock and Mori. This book, it was a lot darker than I expected. Going in, it was the typical kind of, I'm teen, I'm bored, everything is boring, like narrative, which was like kind of what I expected with a character like Moriarty. Of course they're bored because they're super intelligent. And then all of a sudden, boom, on-page abuse.
Okay.
So it was very much unexpected. And I would say it would probably be triggering if you weren't expecting it. If you have problems that way. So it kind of gives mixed feelings. And I don't mind the idea of future villains and heroes that we know already becoming friends as young people. I think that's an interesting little plot twist. I don't even mind them having like romantic crushy feelings because they're teenagers. It makes sense that they would get crushes on someone that's kind of a lot like them and can kind of follow along. And yet they were making some incredibly stupid choices for kids that were supposed to be really brilliant. It felt like a little bit character blind and for plot only, which isn't my favorite thing. The leaps in logic that Mori took some of the time were kind of nonsensical. If you know if you've read this book, me talking about the file folder would be completely an example, and you would know what I'm talking about because that drove me crazy. I will probably continue the series, but it was fine. Our book club book,
Yay!
Illuminations. I really enjoyed this one. It was just adorable, and I really enjoyed the artistic element because it's all about painting and follows a family of painters and magical art and art as spells, kind of. So I really enjoyed this. This one was great. I was all here for the spell cast painting art stuff.
This is kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, it's a little hard to explain the concept without just reading you a summary or something. But it was tons of fun, and I loved the little family. They're super cute. But this is our book club read, so we'll have more on that in another one. So I probably won't say more.
Upcoming.
Okay. That would be a DNF. I got like 300 pages in and quit.
As a side note, it's also in our 5-star predictions episode.
And another DNF! Yay! Yeah, that's another DNF. I DNF'd it because it was giving me the icks. Because they were talking about like a 13-year-old girl's boobs, and I was definitely getting the icks. So I just left immediately.
Yeah.
And I was not here for it. Maybe it was fine. I have no idea. I didn't finish it. It could have been great and stuff, but I didn't care. After we got I was a nope. So overall, I think my 30 and 30, even though it was like 32 or 34, 40. Shush. Even though yeah, it was I still think it was a good 30 and 30 experience, and it pushed me, kind of inadvertently even, to read way more books without even thinking about it, because I was trying to hit my 30, and so I was really just like
blasting through. Yeah. Now, some of mine were rereads, and some were manga, so those are only going to be represented by one, like usual, but I will tell you how many I actually read. Although we didn't go over how many we actually read for the whole month. Yours was 30.
It was what was represented there, basically. 34, I think.
Okay.
Because if we include the DNFs, it was like 34.
Yeah. And then mine's 36 if you include DNFs. So, which DNFs did not count towards the 30 and 30, but we still want to include them in our ranking, obviously, so we read them partially and what we thought and all that. So, starting out, Strange Ranger. This was actually from a Kickstarter they're doing for this graphic novel. So I received mine. Unfortunately, I did not really enjoy it. I feel like it gave more questions than answers. Like, it wasn't long enough to even like get invested in or even like understand the characters at all. It was like 15 or 17 pages or something.
Oh, that's really short.
Yeah, there wasn't enough to really do anything. So
15 pages you don't get even much feeling.
Yeah,
so I can see that.
Yeah, so it was just frustrating. I feel like if it was longer and you had more explanation, I actually would have really liked it, but because you didn't, it just made me mad. Speaking of things,
you don't like not answered questions.
I don't. I'm like, what is happening?
I think no one is that I know of is worse than you about unanswered
I am really bad. It makes me so mad. Okay, then Cut and Thirst. I'm sorry that I didn't. We didn't start out strong on this one.
I was advised not to read this one.
Yeah, I told her don't do it.
Because I was also considering reading that.
I just want to know what is the point? What is the point? It's a short story, so I can't really even tell you much about it. But like, I was all set for this like cool like. These friends getting revenge for their friend that was treated really badly, and it was just really long descriptions of things that really don't matter, and it's not satisfying in the slightest, and I was mad. So anyway, we didn't have a strong start. Nick and Charlie, I enjoyed this one a lot. This was different for me because I've read Heartstopper, which are obviously graphic novels, and this is more like a novella. And I think I still like the graphic novels better than this, but this was still really cute. Obviously, they're teenagers. They're making dumb decisions. So the fight really shouldn't have happened, but you can easily see it happening with 16-year-olds because they're not very smart. But I still love them as characters, and I like how it wrapped up, so, and some other stuff in it, but today was really cute. Butcher and Blackbird. Okay, I only read this because it was part of a book club, and I fully expected to not like it because everyone was talking about how dark it was and how Like, I just was expecting way worse than it was. I don't know.
I remember one of the tags was accidental cannibalism.
Yes, there's, yep, Which again, I thought, and the thing with the cookies and cream ice cream that everyone referred to, I don't know what's wrong with me maybe, but I was expecting way worse than it actually was, in my opinion. I did really enjoy this a lot. I don't know if I can say favorite. I don't think I can, but I can say I really enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Oopsie, my bad guys. It is definitely like messed up, but like not as bad as everyone made it seem, in my opinion. So I don't know. It's about serial killers. I feel like you kind of know what you're getting when you go into it. It's definitely graphic in places, but I don't know. I liked it overall. The relationship was probably my least favorite part. I kind of like them like doing their serial killer thing more. Again, don't know what that says about me. But yeah, I had a good time. Loveless. I think I have to say liked it for this one. I did enjoy it. I thought I would love it more because of the Arrow Ace rep. And it was really good, but again, it was they're teenagers. They make dumb decisions. Sometimes that drives me crazy. But I do think it was really good, and I liked it. And I'm definitely going to read more Alice Oseman, like, novels. But yeah, it was good. I think the rep was really well done, which was nice to see, so. Overdues and occultism. This was not at all what I was expecting, but I had a great time. It's really short. I can't tell you much other than it takes place in a library with a librarian. I love a story around a library and a librarian, and it's really cute. It is paranormal, and it's really, it was cute. It was very short. I kind of wish that they had expanded it more, because I would have liked to spend more time with like the characters and the story. But what we did get was really good. So, okay, so these are 4 and 5 in a series, so I don't know how much I can say about them, but this is Adventure Zone Crystal Kingdom. I really liked it. It was a bit confusing at times, but I do think it wrapped up really nicely. I had a good time. And then 11th Hour is probably actually one of my least favorite of the series. Although, it is fun, but yeah, probably one of my less favorite of the series. Even I still enjoyed it, but I don't think I even put it and liked it. Again, I can't tell you much since you're like 4 or 5 deep in this series at this point. But a good time. The Boyfriend subscription. I think I just liked it. I liked it. It's not just like that. That would be down here. I liked it. I liked Teddy the most. I love a cinnamon roll character.
It's true.
I really do.
Was this the one you texted me?
Yes.
I love a cinnamon roll.
Yes. I do. Which is funny because I don't really like the food that much. But I like the characters that are cinnamon rolls.
You like the cinnamon roll trope.
I do. I do wish that... I didn't like the other character, Cole. I didn't really like him that much. I kind of thought Teddy deserved better. But... and I also think that Teddy forgave way too easily. And it did end kind of abruptly, which I was like, but where? Okay. So, but it
you
was
also
still,
hate abrupt endings.
I really do, and it happens a lot. Which I'm like, why? Would it really have changed that much to add like 20 more pages? I don't know. Like, I don't know if they've been that much more work, or even like 10 more pages to like just give something. I don't know. I also hate when it like ends abruptly and then you just get an epilogue. I'm like, why not just? Okay. Anyway, I don't remember if this one had an epilogue or not, but anyway, I liked it. I still think it's cute. I'm not like getting rid of it or anything because I did buy it, but it just wasn't like a new favorite. Everyone on this train's a suspect.
Again.
I liked it. I did like this one, I think, better than the first one. But I'm just not a huge fan of the main character, which is really a problem when the story is all about the main character. I don't mind the fact that you're like basically getting the story told to you from the main character, and I think I would be fine with that if the main character was not who they are. If we got it from his girlfriend's perspective, which I cannot remember her name right now, I'm so sorry. I think I would have liked it way more, but...
To be fair, I can't remember his name.
Ernest.
Yes.
That I can remember, but nothing else apparently. And I thought the ending was just fine. Fall Into You. I don't remember much about this one.
This is the one you don't remember.
No, well, there were several. I think this one falls into It Was Fine, because A, I can't really remember it, and B, what I can remember, I wasn't, like, a huge fan of. Like, it's cute, but, like, it was really short, so it moves super fast, and you didn't really get a lot of story. Like, if it had been turned into, like, a full novel, I probably would have liked it a lot, because I did like the writing, but it was just too fast, and there wasn't a whole lot. Yeah, it was only 84 pages.
Oh, wow.
So
that's short.
You don't, there wasn't really enough in it for me. Health Wanted. This was actually also quite short, but this was really cute. I had a good time with it. But it had a lot about, figuring out identity and stuff like that, and I thought it was really cute. So I had a good time. Again, these are so short, I can't tell you a whole lot about it. Oh no. Leah. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Leah's a bad friend. I said what I said. Leah's a bad friend. Morgan's racist. Abby's a cheater. I didn't like anybody other than Simon. Simon was fine. Simon and his boyfriend are the only ones I liked. Everyone else, no. And there was no climax of the book, like, at all. Like, it just cuts it off. Like, the whole thing that's supposed to cause problems and make everything combust and, like, be all dramatic, like, you don't get to see it. It just stops before it happens, and then you see afterwards. Yeah, I said WTF is this. I did not have a good time. Which is weird, because I've loved another book by this author. And it's another book, and it made my favorites, and then this was absolutely a no. I don't know. Anyway. Role-playing. Favorite. Really loved the queer rep. The friendship, and then, like, the friendship to relationship pipeline was really well done. It was very believable. There's no third act breakup, but they have, like, stuff in their life that they're having to deal with. I really liked that they're older main characters. I think one's 50 and one's like 48. So that was really nice. And yeah, I just thought it was really good. I had a great time. This is not news to anybody. Cherry Magic and Donuts Under Crescent Moon are two of my favorite series. This is Cherry Magic 1 through 5. This is Donuts Under Crescent Moon, the whole thing, 1 through 4. I love these series. I just needed a mental break, so that's what we read for, I think, 1 week. Just so I wouldn't get behind on the 30 and 30. But I loved them, and I wasn't mad about it. Restaurant at the End of the Universe. I didn't love this, which is really sad, because I love the first one so much. I don't really care for the direction this one went in. I mean, it feels very incomplete, and I think it's supposed to, because obviously there's further books in the series, and I don't think I put it, oh no, I did put it on here. Just not yet. I didn't love the direction this went in at all, really, so, Standing Proud, this is an anthology, which I use really hard to rank, because...
It is hard. Short stories and anthologies.
I think I'm just gonna put liked it. I think it was pretty split, like, there was like a third of stories that I really enjoyed, like a third that was kind of met on, and a third that I really disliked. So I think it's just gonna end up in liked it, because I don't know where else to put it. What else do I have for the other lands? This was a DNF. I just don't think Emily Wilde's for me. I'm not in a historical mood anyway right now, so that's not helping, but I feel like Emily as a character is inconsistent, and it drives me crazy. So, Witches of Princess was also a DNF. I told you.
Also historical.
It's also historical. I'm really just not feeling historical right now at all. It was fine. I think it's a me problem, not the book's problem. I didn't like it. Not only that, I just didn't care. Like, and I didn't have any desire to continue. It is like YA, but it reads pretty young, so maybe that was part of it too, even though that doesn't normally bother me. But with it being historical on top of that, I was just like, nah, I'm okay. This is also Dina.
Oops.
I like how the only notes I made on it is, what is this? And what happened to the fun of the first book? I was really not enjoying. So I DNF'd it, which makes me really sad, because again, love the first one so much. I may come back to it. That one's like a soft DNF, but I don't know, man. The Bed Upstairs. This was cute. I liked it. It was a good time. I do like nothing like it says like it's a romance, but it's kind of all mainly just like her figuring out her life, which I like. I like stories about people figuring out what they're doing and what they want to do. So, and nothing happens like with the guy until she figures out what she wants. So, Iron Away to Evil. Absolutely new favorite. Easily. I love all of the characters so freaking much. Although there was so much talk about food and it made me so hungry, which is mean, but it's so cute. I love them so much. I do think it's the first in a series, but it does wrap up for the most part like really nicely, so it does leave a little bit open for the next one. So but I think if you wanted to just read the first one, you could. I have no idea when the next one is coming out, because this one literally just came out I think like 2 days ago, so but it's so good. Heart to Heart Anthology Contemporary Volume 7, that's a favorite. This was a reread. I didn't intend for it to be. I was just going through and I was going to mark which ones I liked, but then I just ended up reading the whole thing again. So, and it's 700 pages, and okay. Why I did that in a 30 and 30 challenge, I don't know. Project Hail Mary. Absolutely a favorite as well. Towards the end of the month it got better. It was not what I was expecting out of this book, but I loved it. I loved the direction it went in, and yeah, I had a great time. Level Up. We're gonna put it there. Thank you. I really liked the main character Tessa and how she stood up for herself. That was really nice to see. Her stand up to, I think his name was Abraham, was absolutely iconic. Loved that moment. Adam, the main male character, was just okay to me. Like, he wasn't my favorite, but he was just fine. But I loved Tessa, so that was okay. Wishing Game. Oh dear. I don't know.
Your feelings are mixed.
I do. Listen, I love this book, but I also cried like 3 times. And I don't know that I'd reread it. So I put it and loved it, because if I won't reread it, then I don't think I consider it a favorite. But the riddles are so much fun, other than it was driving me crazy that no one was figuring out the riddle. And I was like,
you're beating them over the head with a book
like,
that you're currently reading.
Like, this is the answer, please, someone get it. But I did adore all the characters. Well, maybe not. I maybe didn't adore Hugo, but he was fine. I had anything against him. He was fine. But Jack and Lucy and Christopher, I adored. They were so cute together. It also wasn't quite what I was expecting, but I did really enjoy it. So, and yeah, if you haven't heard the synopsis, it's basically Charlie and Chocolate Factory, but instead of a candy maker, it's an author who writes children's stories. Milky Way Home. I like this. I like the queer rep in it. I thought the queer community was really cute and really well done. It was really sweet. Again, it is a little short, and I didn't love Florence, who is the one of the main characters. I didn't love her as much. Yinshin I did like, which was the other main character. They were very sweet, but it was, I feel like it could have just used fleshed out a little bit more, but I did enjoy it. Illuminations, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I sped read this on the 30th of April. So, but I did like it. I understand why it's in there, but I don't love books where the kid doesn't tell their, like, people what's happening so they can help, even though they clearly would help.
That is always irritating.
That drives me crazy, and I don't know why, but it really just grinds my gears. And so, it's probably one of my less favorite T. Kingfishers, which isn't saying much because I love T. Kingfisher, but I did really also like Elle. I did really enjoy like the art part of it and like the turning paintings and drawings into spells and stuff. Like that was really cool and I really enjoyed that. But and I like the ending. The ending, fantastic. Loved it. Well, people may have loved it for the ending actually. Because I had a great time with the ending. And I did really enjoy the family element and how things worked out and all of that, but I found like the beginning to middle like kind of frustrating because I'm like, just tell somebody. I know why you're not, but you're driving me crazy.
Yeah.
So.
It always does crack me up when we read the same book though and we have very different opinions.
I still liked it.
No, I know.
I just didn't like it as much as I wanted to like it. Although I'm not saying this month was the month of when we read the same books, I don't like it as much as you do, which is rare. Usually it's the other way around, where you don't like it as much as I do.
Yes.
But this month it was flopped. But anyway, those are our rankings for April. Hopefully next time will not be so long. But yeah, overall not bad. I mean, it was definitely a chaotic month, but
yes. Chaotic on so many levels.
Yeah. But not bad overall. So, and then like we said, we'll have our book club episode about Illuminations coming up soon, as well as our
Solve
Along with Everyone That's Trained as a Suspect. And then also we have if you haven't seen it yet, we have a 5-star predictions episode already up where we went over a couple of these as well.
So that's what we have. And have a good day, guys.
Thanks for listening to Magic and Mayhem. All right, bye.